Lesson 97. Not. Either. Can we use the words also, as well, and to in negative sentences?
No, we can't use the words also, as well, and to in negative sentences.
Which word do we use instead?
We use the word either instead.
Give me an example, please.
He doesn't watch TV or listen to the radio either.
Do you live in this school?
No, I don't live in this school.
Do the other students live in this school?
No, the other students don't live in this school either.
Can you speak Chinese?
No, I can't speak Chinese.
Can you speak Japanese?
No, I can't speak Japanese either.
Will you come here next Saturday?
No, I won't come here next Saturday.
Will you come here next Sunday?
No, I won't come here next Sunday either.
Definitely. Tell me something that you know you'll definitely do next weekend.
I know that I'll definitely go swimming next weekend.
Adventure. Would you like to live a life of adventure?
Yes, I'd like to live a life of adventure.
Why?
Because it would be interesting.
Seed. What does a seed need to grow in a garden?
A seed needs water to grow in a garden.
Present continuous for the future. Arrange. Make an arrangement. What's the difference between we're going to go to the theatre and we're going to the theatre?
The difference between we're going to go to the theatre and we're going to the theatre is that we're going to go to the theatre communicates that it is our intention to go, whereas we're going to the theatre communicates that the visit has already been arranged. We already have the tickets, for example.
Have you made any arrangements for this afternoon or evening?
No, I haven't made any arrangements for this afternoon or evening.
Are you coming to school tomorrow?
Yes, I'm coming to school tomorrow.
Are you going away next weekend?
No, I'm not going away next weekend.
Do you know what she is doing after the lesson?
No, I don't know what she is doing after the lesson.
Ask her, please.
What are you doing after the lesson?
Bear. Bore. Born. What's another verb we can use instead of the verb to carry?
Another verb we can use instead of the verb to carry is the verb to bear.
What are the three forms of bear?
The three forms of bear are bear, bore, born.
Do you think you could bear the weight of this table on your back?
No, I don't think I could bear the weight of this table on my back.
What kind of things can't you bear?
The kind of things I can't bear are too much noise.
Who was the last child your mother bore?
The last child my mother bore was my brother.
What's the greatest physical pain you've ever borne?
The greatest physical pain I've ever borne was childbirth.
On. Upon. What's the difference between the words on and upon?
There's no difference between the words on and upon, except that the word on is much more common.
Whole. On the whole. Could you eat a whole chicken?
No, I couldn't eat a whole chicken.
Would you say that, on the whole, life was better today than it was in the past?
Yes, I'd say that, on the whole, life was better today than it was in the past.
Have you ever spent a whole week in bed because you've been ill?
Yes, I've spent a whole week in bed because I've been ill.
Possessive case for people's homes. If you go to stay at a friend's for one night, do you take a lot of luggage with you?
No, if I go to stay at a friend's for one night, I don't take a lot of luggage with me.
Account for. What does the verb to account for mean?
The verb to account for means to explain the reason for.
How do you account for the fact that fewer CDs and DVDs are sold these days than previously?
This is because more people download music and films from the internet these days.
Do governments usually have to account to the public for all the money they spend?
Yes, governments usually have to account to the public for all the money they spend.
Education. Do you think parents should have some control over the education of their children?
Yes, I think parents should have some control over the education of their children.
Northern, southern, eastern, western, state. What are the adjectives of the nouns north, south, east and west?
The adjectives of the nouns north, south, east and west are northern, southern, eastern and western.
Name me a northern European country, please.
Finland is a northern European country.
Tell me the name of a southern state in the USA.
The name of a southern state in the USA is Texas.
Does the state in your country give free education?
Yes, the state in my country gives free education.
Is Russia a Western European country?
No, Russia isn't a Western European country, it's an Eastern European country.
Sign. Religion. When we fill in a form, do we normally have to sign our name at the bottom?
Yes, when we fill in a form, we normally have to sign our name at the bottom.
What kind of sign am I making?
You're making a sign which means come here.
If a man has rough skin on his hands, what is that probably a sign of?
If a man has a rough skin on his hands, it's probably a sign that he does physical work or works with his hands.
What is the sign of the Christian religion?
The cross is a sign of the Christian religion.
Dry cleaners.